A whole new world with new exciting crimes to see. Yeah, cool. So the lock is opening up a whole new section of Revachol for me to mess around with and steal all of their bottles so that I can afford rent. What is this? Is this a wheel of cheese? Oh no, I remember leaving that cash there. That's definitely mine. I tried to tip the cheese. Huh, can't open it. Well, we'll see what Mr. Crowbar says about that. Oh, also, I've got a badge now. But I can't use it to increase my authority. That's unfortunate. Whoop. Yep. The cheese's treasure is mine now. Alright, what am I doing here? I am looking for the woman's husband. I am trying. I need to get the signatures for. What is this? Is this just somewhere to sit and waste time?
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Okay. So, signatures and the cryptozoologist. Sure, let's talk to you.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot Sujunti.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
I will lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
Hey, I'm not here for trouble. I'm just trying to solve something.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Trouble? Say the second thing, Bratan. Shows you got style.
I'm not going to say the second thing, Necktie. What he said. We're cops. We don't cause trouble. We take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Well, I mean, that's fair. What kind of ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
Have I been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there.
A really cold case to solve. I'm on it.
He was brooding. Needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place. Somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
Well, I am an ill omen, all right. But I don't. Let's not bring this woman down. If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
Oh?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built.
I like you, washerwoman.
I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
What's in the fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist. This is pretty much a non-place. A gap, a blank spot on the map, just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they are away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
Who? What drunks?
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Alright.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why was it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
Well, what else is down the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is it? Apartments or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
There's gotta be more.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Lansing. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
Oh, alright then. Might come back later when I'm desperate for some experience points. Alright, now where would Mr. Cryptozoologist be? Oh, what's this? Oh, yeah, no. I remember now. I'll put that in that box. I'll be down around the reeds looking for that bug. Oh, and here's the abandoned church. Let's see if there's some religiosity still hanging out in these old pews. Oh, I'll take that. Mega Bingo prescription lenses. Okay. I need to know things, but not see them. Oh, yeah. Do my part to recycle some stuff. What do we got here?
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Let's take a closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Why not?
It's a guano-encrusted jacket, and you're already carrying around enough as it is.
You're not wrong. Okay, so this is the abandoned power station, I guess. What's... oh, a postcard, alright. Something to sell, maybe make a little rent.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
What is it? Isn't it... or no, isn't it just rotting fish?
Don't be naive.
What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency, that faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that.
So, guy froze to death here.
It is death. It must be.
Heads up, Lieutenant, somebody's dead.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Well, I think we got a body here.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumb.
Not what I meant to click.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper.
It's a peach.
Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on. Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself.
Boardwalk broke underneath him, he broke his neck.
Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body.
Let's start on the outside, go in. Surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Be very, very careful where you step here.
Let's start not stepping on the floorboards. Let's examine the head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
No, just that one for now.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Examine the bottle.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
Tear all around us.
Other 2 bottles near the viewer, and a yellow plastic bag.
I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
That's fair.
It feels disrespectful.
Check the chewing gum wrapper.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Well, as a dead body, gotta look in the mouth.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
Check the floorboards.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him. The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Alright, the man's clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom made. You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Yeah. And the body?
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. A bad fall. It might have been dark outside. This place is a minefield in the dark. When damp, these boards are really slippery. Even a sober man could lose their balance here. His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years. He was confused when he died. Confused and alone, most likely. Overcome with the awful surprise of it all.
What do you think we should do with him, Ken?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Oh, we found him. Let's finish this.
Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from my kinema. Let them know we are taking the case.
Now, who are you?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
This is an omen. A sign from above. Don't start drinking again.
I think labeling him an alcoholic is a bit premature. We don't know anything of it yet.
We do know that he was married. But you're right. Let's not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
Alright, let's grab this library card.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53. Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased, or his family member.
Take a look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
And on the back.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 1800.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Mejean.
And got an item here? Oh, right. Postcard. Alright. Is there also... I would like to also know where the cryptozoologist is. Well, I guess he might have already gone home.
more than twice your height stands shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Well, let's take a look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Oh?
You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
Have you seen the symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
What is suggestive of that?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
Fair enough. I agree, it's very modern. But does the cheery guy not know he's dead, or does the dead guy not care he is? What is the source of the irony?
That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
Yeah, I'll take it.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
You know what, I like it. I'm putting it on my ledger, right on the cover.
Voila. Looks very modern.
Secret task.
You're part of the future brigade now, and so is your formerly humdrum ledger. Neon, baby.
Alright. Do the doors open?
Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
I don't think that's going to work.
Let's inspect the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
We'll back off for
This
now.
cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
If you really think we should get in there, we need to find some other way.
So the kick drum coming from the ice?
Yes, the pulsing bass. An indication of junior delinquency.
Oh. Okay, so there's some junior delinquency going on in here. It's okay, I'll chat to the kids. Chat with the kids. Teach them that breaking the law ain't cool. Seriously, where is this exobiologist? Or this cryptozoologist? Gotta make rent, Kim. Gotta make rent. What is this? Is that for a bridge? Just exploring blindly right now, looking for just some guy, or really kind of just the end of this. How far out is this? Is this a peninsula, or is this further? What is this? Relay tower. Okay. What are you? A different necktie. Shivers and physical instrument. Okay. Oh, it's horrific, but it's got better bonuses. Alright. Okay, now that I've reached the end of this, I know where it does end. Let's see. What's in here? Some sort of...
Old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while.
What is
You
it?
see a handle.
What is it?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
Oh, this is what she was talking about. Service what? Ships?
The washerwoman mentioned a depot at the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
Some other time then. Man, I got a necktie that has allergens attached to it, and I get sneezy in real life. That is good game design there. Alright. Let's poke around inside the church, eh? But first, let's pick up this change. 'Cause I need it. Delinquents.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice.
Do I have anything else to improve physical instrument? What have we got here? +2. So the shirt and the pants. I think that's everything I've got. Yeah, I want to keep with visual calculus. That looks good.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you.
Let's try it.
The rectangle. A minute or so of mauling away at the lock has led to no success. The pry bar in your hand has given you 0 mechanical advantage.
Yeah. Alright.
The doors remain unchanged, closed with a padlock. The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. 2 large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Let's back up and take a look at it.
The doors remain unchanged, closed with a padlock. The carving on the door. The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. The padlock passes through a staple vest. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
This is where Mr. Prybar comes in handy.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
There is a touch of guilt in his voice.
That's fair. I bet somewhere down here. Alright. Oh, yeah, no, I remember hiding that there. Oh my. Sure. Oh, what? What's that? +1 physique, -1 morale. Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna be able to sleep in a bed tonight. Oh yes, please. Who is just stuffing all of these things full of coins? I mean, I remember doing that. That is something that I did. These are all my coins. But also, why? Circle around the building, huh? See if there's another way in.
You see that seagull up there? Remind you of anybody?
No one comes to mind. I don't know anybody.
You and the seagull are just alike.
Okay, because it's going in circles, searching for something?
Think about the seagull's story. It's one of endurance and adaptation. The seaside was paradise once. They were birds of that paradise. Then their paradise became Shit City. And what did they do? They became urban survivors, eating burgers out of trash cans, killing and eating pigeons. No time for that sentimental bullshit. They're hustlers, getting shit done. They're one pair of track pants away from gangsters, just like you.
Oh. Yeah, but I'm not like that. I'm more of a... I'm still a romantic.
Sure, inside. But outside, it's a tough world. You've got to do whatever it takes to survive. And you do. Question is, will you admit that to yourself?
Oh. Am I that sort of tough urban survivor? Clearly not. I am drinking myself to death. Though I am stealing everything I can pick up,
Good
so...
boy.
Yeah, no, I am the seagull.
Own it. Steal hot dogs. Shit in the sand. Whatever it takes to keep going.
Alright. I'm not seeing any other way into this thing, though. Howdy.
A shaggy-looking girl.
Oh.
In her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh. Hello there.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing.
It's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
You should probably be wearing a hat.
So should you.
That is fair, but I have a hat.
Oh. I didn't notice that.
It's nice. You should wear one if you plan on staying outside in this weather.
Yeah, well... Look, man. Fuck the hat.
Is that language really necessary?
I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
What are you doing out here?
Recording, I guess.
Huh?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
What happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
For drugs?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
Everything checks out, sire.
Oh. And why are you recording it?
The musicians in the Elysium used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain. Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway. I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She looks at the recording device. The thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy. She feels childish. Very useless all of a sudden.
Take this, your call.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
Oh, I don't want to give her my googly eyes hat. You said it's supposed to be a music place. What is it?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Elysium or something. Stupid. It's really not gonna be a Elysium, that's for sure.
The boys?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
Why are you freezing out here while they're inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
What stuff?
Music stuff, mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
Why not have it outside so you don't have to freeze?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
Here, have a hat.
Thanks.
Oh. It is supposed to be a music place. What is it?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really... yeah. Andre...
And why is that?
They got music stuff, but that stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really.
Okay.
Doesn't. Go ahead.
That's all for now.
Okay. Bye.
Can I boost my empathy at all? And I guess, well, now I'm wearing this hat. This is a hat I wish I gave her. This is a hat I wish I gave her. That would be more helpful than the googly eyes thing. But okay. Drama and electrochemistry. Anything for empathy? Nah. It's only a 14. That's a white check. Let's pick it up.
The device is cold to the touch. An angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover. Underneath you see a reel of tape rolling. You put the device back on the ice.
What's your name?
A cell.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
And your surname?
Why?
It's not important.
Okay.
What's the device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
And the wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
Got it.
Okay.
What is this music place you're planning in the church?
It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that, yeah,
You put the padlock on the door?
no. Not really, no.
She's trying to get out of a direct lie with semantic tricks. She personally didn't put the padlock on the door.
So if you personally didn't, then who did?
Yeah, you know, that's what I meant. Noid did. Noid put the padlock on the door.
Is this Noid person... Why did this Noid person put a padlock on the door?
To keep more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around to it, ask Andre about him, he'll tell ya.
So you want to turn the church into a club?
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
Yes. Why?
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
And talk to him.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
What is this dance music?
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Got it.
What do you need to know?
That's enough.
Go ahead.
That's all for now. Alright. I got a couple of skill points, but I actually want to save some to do a couple of checks on authority for the Hardy Boys. What is this?
A pane of Eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What is it?
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
Leave it as it is.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men, all in forward-looking apparel, reminiscent of the sticker on the padlock, are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
Alright, cool.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
So am I, and it's not stopping me.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. And keep watch.
Is that a dig, Lieutenant Kitsuragi? I am not dressed appropriately for this. Okay, let's get some drama going on here. Not the interfacing, definitely the half-light. Encyclopedia? Probably not. But that's the best I got. Should I just let perception go by the wayside? I need some new shoes. Should I let authority go by the wayside? Oh, I do have an empathy and bonus. Okay. I'm overthinking this. Not Inland Empire. Yeah, perception's probably not going to be that important right now. Some encyclopedia and some drama going on.
Go speak to Andre. I'm just annoyed.
Hello, Noid. Alright, I'll speak to Andre. Which one's Andre? This one Andre?
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
There is definitely something futuristic about his hair. Aggressively so. You get the sense that this is what the future will look like. Imbecilic. Yes, should the future ever come, it will look deeply imbecilic, like this guy.
Well, let's shake his hand. Rude not to.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
An egghead. Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Oh, why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Honest off from talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
The place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
There's no need to apologize. This place is pretty bad.
Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
Maybe?
An attempt to pander to your perceived conservative sensibilities. No person his age would ever use a word like narcomania with a straight face.
Alright.
Don't fall for it.
Alright, what are you talking about, dude?
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads! Burnouts!
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Revachol.
Strike that! The world!
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts holed up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
Might be laying this on a bit thick. What's so bad about the dope heads and burnouts?
They're spooky.
Spookiness is not a matter for police investigation. But this is a game and I want to find out things. What do you mean by spooky? Oh hey, stickers.
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse. People just wanna spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
He's not wrong. Your dance club's also not what they meant it for, but I could actually see that bringing some cash into the community and making this a better place, a nice distraction. It could also become a drug den, but you know, a drug den with heat is better than them just, you know, getting drunk and dying on the docks. Yeah, alright.
Alright, man.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
What's with the padlock?
Oh, so you met her. Good, good.
He's not as glad as he would like you to think. There's concern in his voice.
I did ask Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
Mind giving me the key?
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
Alright.
Oh wow, yeah, now I got the dress code going on. I'll catch the key.
You sense the trajectory of the little piece of metal and plastic. The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left.
I'll catch it.
Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly.
Thanks, man.
The speed freak nods to you. A respectful nod. You proved something here.
So how long have you locked people into the church?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
You sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
So you just locked a bunch of homeless people in a freezing church for like a week.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Andre, do you know what involuntary manslaughter is?
Yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here. I'm at least 80% sure they're alive. I mean, come on. Most people aren't ever that alive in their entire lives.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know. What does anything mean, really?
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like nonsense.
You're right. It is nonsense. Total garbage. I knew you'd see through it. You're one smart cop.
And you are one dumb delinquent.
It feels good to be the smart cop, doesn't it? That's a good cop to be. Has a nice ring to it. Smart cop. You wouldn't want to be stupid cop, now would you? But still, maybe he's just sucking up to you.
You can stop buttering me up. Thanks.
Oh, okay. I won't do that anymore.
Other questions?
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
That's it for
As
now.
always, we'll be...
I got no reason to believe any of that stuff is stolen. Yet. Should probably put on some actual decent clothes now. Gonna need some physical instrument. I have no authority with anyone. And where are my interfacing gloves? There we are. And sure, let's go on ahead and Ledger of Failure and Hatred, which now has a sticker on it. I think. Do I have to interact with it to have a sticker on it? Is it still here? It's not still here. Okay. Let's go on ahead and use this bridge.
A pane of it barely hold it. The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Useful. Alright, let's go make sure these people didn't starve to death.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height. The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Let's go.
As you do, you hear the echo of the doomed commercial area. Its black halls and dusty machines. Then the feeling passes. A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum in the heart of the city.
Probably should have had some authority on me. Oh my. You know, gonna actually crowbar instead of this. Still have a -2 from the man from Hemingway. Sure, let's instead have some drama. As much as I like that one, I might need some authority real quick. Interesting. Interesting. Carving out the supports. This place is a hazard. Shoes! I need some shoes. I see those shoes. What is this? Oh, it's one of those
A
boxes.
machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Let's grab a few coins and... Oh, yes, please. Just any other shoes. I guess it's not terrible. Composure's not bad, but... Yeah, let's get some empathy in here. Okay, not seeing any dead bodies yet. Not enough blood for them to have devolved into some sort of desperate cannibalism. Also not seeing any warm bodies yet. Very thorough cannibalism. Oh. What is this? Yeah, no, you have been replaced, necktie. That looks much better on me. Yeah, we got anybody dead right now? equations. Oh my.
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad. A dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
Alright.
Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass.
Look up.
The woman looks down at you kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips, and a glint in her green-blue eye of what? Compassion? Remorse? She acknowledges the passing of someone who is still alive. You.
I'll say it's compassion.
As that soft word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder.
I'll follow suit.
Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
How did I know this was the mother of humanism?
Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
What do I know about her?
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene La Navigateur, Queen of Serene, modern-day Sir Laclay. Also that she was gorgeous beyond beauty, draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia? Standing under a long, slender form like this, dwarfed?
Where is this coming from?
The past. It's a silo of sadness, fermenting. You should keep away. No, you must know.
Alright. I do want to know. What else?
Terribly, women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. A scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous. It was on her advice that Irene La Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history. The DeLorean era.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest. Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress. That is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the Real Belt.
What is innocence?
The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit.
A ruler?
More, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built to accommodate innocentic rule should it coincide with our time. An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. An innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office.
Is there one now?
No, we are alone.
Why is there something terrifying about her?
Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. Terrifying. It's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her.
What do you mean?
You already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day. Constantly surrounded by her terriers, she was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs.
Sorry, say what?
The Mesk state tried to detach itself from innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerated into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity, suggesting those who fight against it are not part of humanity. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pacific, mare interregnum. Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her. This subtle terror is part of her iconography.
Lieutenant Yefrater, you've stood there for over 5 minutes. What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
She's not human.
Okay. This church, the coast in general, we shouldn't linger here. This isn't a good place to get lost in. We should conclude our business and move on.
Well, can I reconstruct the glass? Sure.
A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an old woman beneath the younger one, and a text, a like motif below them both.
What was the motto?
Below both women, in luminous black letters, après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau.
Something to live is death.
And then, along the left side, après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, le monde de nouveau. After life, death. After death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This is the great leitmotif of humanism, a summary of the effect of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, on human thinking. A tremendous sea change, akin to finding life after death.
What shattered the mosaic?
Unknown. A motor carriage, a gunshot, someone falling into it, or maybe just hooligans looking for something to break.
And the older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden Reichsapfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocence day advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, farriers, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail. The mother of humanism towers above you, a wax painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing has changed in her expression.
Okay. Still not seeing any bodies, which is a good thing, I guess. Water with a live wire.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums, you can hardly hear your own breathing.
Yeah, let's give a quick shout.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
Let's stomp.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
Kim, any ideas?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Not really, but it's extraordinary. Never experienced anything like this.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is. Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing on its premises.
It's definitely real. Something odd is happening around us.
The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you.
What's in the bell tower?
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Okay. I do want to know. I don't like that I only get one check. Oh! Bully! Is there a person up there? Is there a body? Is that where the cannibalism happened?
It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
Let's keep an eye on it.
It's not a shadow anymore, becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The shape of an animal descends.
Officer, is there something up there?
Oh no, you've lost sight of it. Where did it go? Yes, the darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away.
Oh.
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes. Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Sup?
The shadow is a man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you intently.
I'll study him right back. Say nothing.
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in general. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Rivershaw.
Huh. What the hell are you doing here?
I'm here to receive the mother's love. You can too, Holmes. And when you ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of that despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
And we asked him about the club, so yeah.
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a problem. It's been getting out of hand lately. But
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
oh, I'm very in touch with my suffering.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc El Vino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Oh, now you're into it, huh, Kim? Yeah, I think you got a point.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes. This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game?
What game?
'Tis not an act, my liege. Save him perchance he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
Did you just climb down from the church tower?
Sure did, Holmes.
You weren't moving like a human.
I am. At least in part, Holmes. Into the mother's love burns away the cruel distinctions of the body.
Well, at least you're human. That's a relief.
Glad you're feeling more comfortable. First timers are always nervous.
I got other
The
questions.
sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared of me.
Do they have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway,
What do you think about the nightclub?
why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
Okay, cool.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
You know where the other spooker is? The weird machines?
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Viaita is grandma?
There's another person living in the church?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
You know where she is?
That's what I said, Holmes.
Oh, you don't know where she is. Don't you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
Anything else you could tell me that would be helpful? Looks, what she does, who she is?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
Thanks. What is this? Kingdom of Conscience. Alright. Ooh, Wasteland of Reality. That's actually really tempting. Okay. Go cold turkey on the booze. Oh, I should be saving these points for something, but yeah, let's unlock that and let's internalize the Wasteland of Reality. Alright. Nah, I don't want to mess around with her stuff. I'll come back later, I got shit to do. There's still a dead body. Okay. Oh, what is that? Alright, let's call this library, see what the dead man is.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Jamrock Library, please.
Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to the librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call.
Looking for information on Billy Mijan, a reader.
Billy Mijan, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database. Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Mijan's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Alright. Anything else?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Mijan? They returned a Tybalt book the other day. Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
So either that was the husband, or he's gay. One of the two.
Good. You have a name now.
Similarly, Minaj was a woman, not a man? How did your colleague know it was her husband?
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
Do you know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Can she describe what he looked like?
Marie! She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What was he wearing?
1 second.
You know, I really gotta give these guys credit for the atmosphere they set up. It's very immersive.
Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
Oh, thanks.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me?
I'll report the body.
One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
I will give you that information.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
Seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
Boots, trousers, old leather jacket, library card in the pockets.
Any information on the library card?
Central Jamrock. Belongs to Billy Mijan.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking the case.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
That's all.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a
Well, let's go tell a woman her husband's dead. And has been for 2 days. Apartment 20. How's that thought coming along? That's my next level coming along. Oh, pretty good. It's a balcony. Which one is 20? 8, 9. It's maybe upstairs. U20.
A weathered brown door. The number reads 20. Something smells good. Soup allons. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock. This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard.
Any advice, Kim?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
You hear light footsteps passing by the door and some folk music playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Mijan. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Any advice?
Dead? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Good advice.
Alright, let's do this.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Just one quick second. Let me change out my loadout. Anything for empathy? Composure might be good, but that's just empathy. Empathy is better. Neither of those are going to be useful. Drama's probably not great, but I need that suggestion. Let's get some shivers going on there. Keep the drama. Definitely not going to need either of those. Probably I'm not going to need shivers, but sure, why not? Yeah, I definitely look like the kind of person you want to hear that your husband's dead from. Absolutely. Look at me.
A weathered brown door. Some things. The lieutenant, this is the door.
Hello? Who is it?
And someone turns down the radio.
Is this Billy Majan's house? This is the police. Please open the door.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment.
Tidying up. Nervously. There's fear in her voice.
Oh.
Come in, the door is open.
It's you from the book stand.
Do I know you?
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Thank you, but I'm okay.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what. No, this is something much worse. Is he in the hospital? How bad is it?
How about some small talk before you break the news?
Yeah, nah. Nah. You live here with Victor, your husband, right?
It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters, Jenny and Jolie.
How old are they?
Jolie is 16 and Jenny is turning 18 next month.
Don't see anyone home?
The girls are staying at their friend's place tonight. And Victor is out.
Where?
He has a problem with drinking, and so he disappears every now and then. He's probably in the parks drinking with his friends. I sent him to the library a few days ago, but I guess something came up.
Do you remember what he was wearing last time you saw him?
His old leather jacket.
Can you describe it?
It's just your average brown leather jacket, but he bought it as a teenager, so...
It reminded him of his teenage years.
What about the inner lining?
Yes. The lining is hand-sewn. It's blue. I tried to make the thing more weatherproof since he's running around with it in the middle of winter.
What was he supposed to do at the library?
Just to return a book of mine. Why? Why all those questions, Detective? Did he...
Do something? Break something? It's a fool's hope.
Was it the glinting curve?
Yes.
Something else I have to tell you.
She folds her hands across her chest.
Alright. I have something to tell you.
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
Madam, sorry to tell you, but your husband is found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
Your husband, Victor Milan, is dead. Sorry for your loss, madam.
Oh. Oh. But he was just...
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, man.
What happened to him?
It was an accident. Fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
We don't know yet, but we'll let you know when the results arrive.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the coal. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
Oh. I'll be kind. There's no point. It couldn't have been long.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress. The handkerchief.
No words, just give her the handkerchief.
A small, terrified smile quivers on her face as she takes the handkerchief and wipes away the tears. She looks disoriented.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
Unreal.
God. Should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
Take a day. We'll be better prepared tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you. Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still... Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
I'm sorry, madam.
We should step outside and talk.
Leave her the library card. Now, did I actually give her the handkerchief? I did. Okay.
You did well.
What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased.
That's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
Alright. It's closed then.
Let's go.
Oh my goodness, 1 experience point, really? Alright. Gonna talk to the woman in the wheelchair about her cryptozoologist husband, and I think I'm gonna call it a day. So I'm just curious. Did he make his way back? Because I was looking through the reads for him and I didn't see any sign. Getting all this morale healing when I don't need it.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again. Just some field work, but they should have...
The water lock. That was broken. Could this be it?
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
I broke it. I'm not going to tell her that. Probably just some technical problem involving a car crashing into a billboard.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
Will do.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect. Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
Well, if I see him, I'll let you know that I'm here. Or I'll let you know that he's... I'll let him know that you're here.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you.
Alright. One experience point to level up. Yeah, but it can wait. I think I'm done for now. There! See? At least one dead body case. Oh, do I need to actually inform? No, I don't need to inform them of anything. Right? Tasks. Gotta help them start a nightclub. Find the cryptozoologist. See signatures from Evart. I guess, yeah, no. That, yeah, the body on the boardwalk completed. Alright, yeah, nope. Gonna get sucked into this all day. Hope you've enjoyed successfully resolving at least one dead body in Jamrock, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.